Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is Chat With Me. I'm going to go grab a glass of wine, and if you'd like to get something to drink, go ahead, and then we'll pick an interesting subject, and I would love it if you would join me. Please sit down next to me and let's chat. Well, hello. I wanted to talk about a little poll I did on Facebook. I did this little poll, and I don't have a lot of followers on Facebook yet, but it was a picture of a woman bent over. You can only see like the back half of her and kind of a side shot, and you can see that she's wearing a thong, so you can kind of see her bum, and she's kneeled, so she's on her knees with, you can see her heels, and her hands are handcuffed behind her little rear. And so the question was, when you look at that picture, do you think she wants to have sex, or do you think that she's expressing herself? How do you feel about the picture? And so I only had 24 people so far respond, and I'll probably look at this again in a few days. But out of those 24 responses, 7 were, I think she looks like she wants to have sex, which kind of shocked me, I guess. I'm so naive to this, that 1/3, and these were males, and I'm not distinguishing male or female, but all the votes happen to come from males. So 1/3 of the males are seeing that picture as, because she posted someone that she wants to have sex. I had asked someone specifically about it later, like had a chat with them, and they said, well, if they saw that in person and that was on their bed, they'd assume that she wants sex with them, but they would see it that way. But on a post in public, they would see more that she was expressing herself. So I get it. So if you're looking at that woman in real life and she's on your bed like that, well, maybe she's, trying to get you in the mood. Or here on a public media where it's just a picture, it's, they see it as expressive. So I was just really surprised that 1/3 of the men do that. I'm out here trying to figure things out. I'm naive to the social media. I'm naive to a lot of these things. And the way I figure things out and the way I learn things is just diving into it. So I'm diving in, and I'm not complaining one way or another. I just thought I found it very interesting. And maybe learning these facts is helping me to figure out, what I want to do and how I want to promote myself. Because I do not want to promote myself as someone, I don't want someone on my Instagram thinking that I want to have sex, and especially I want to have sex with them. I want it as an expression, as a, marking of my growth, my journey, the things that I'm doing, on my professional photos, and all of that is more of what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to express where I'm at in my life. First time in my life I look good, so I'm showing it off a little bit, but that does not mean I'm just showing it off to want to have sex. If I show a sexy picture every day, does that mean I want to have sex every day? No, it does not. If I show a sexy picture, maybe I just feel damn sexy. It doesn't, and feeling sexy doesn't mean you want to have sex. There's difference between that. Sometimes it's just nice to be able to feel that way and to embrace it and show it off. And that's why I'm there. Really, I love to show off. I love it. I love the fact the way I look right now, and I'm enjoying it. And I didn't feel that way for so long. As a matter of fact, it's just probably been the last couple months where I've really grown into enjoying how I look. And I think that, so learning about all of this is helping me grow. And I do want to express that I'm not complaining, because I've learned a lot about, I used to be very hurt by vulgar comments. It actually hurt me. I felt like everyone was seeing me as a whore, and I wanted to stop doing it because that's how everyone's seeing me. And then people say, no, that's not how we're seeing you. But what I did find out too is someone came to the forefront, and someone I had been chatting with, when they saw the poll, and they said, well, that men, and he used men in general, want to believe that you want to have sex with them. That's what they want to believe. They're seeing that as if you want to have sex because they want to have sex with you. And he actually used men, not like just him. Well, it kind of threw me back a little bit too, because this had been someone I've been chatting with. So now I'm worried about being deceived again. So people lying to me about what they see and what I'm doing versus what I'm versus what they really are thinking. So is this person now talking to me and has deceived me to believe that he is interested in my journey as a whole when he's actually saying, no, this woman wants to have sex, and it's specifically with him. So I was really taken aback again, and it every step along the way, I'm learning how to handle things differently. And I talked about it in a video about how I put up my guard. Well, that's another example of why I kind of get guarded so much, and I don't want to be that way, but sometimes I just do, and it's just an example of why. Then this happens, It's like, God damn, someone's always like just coming in and breaking my whole, little feel-good moment. I have this thought that that certain people see certain things, and I really thought this person was interested in my journey. Come to find out, no, they were not. And it's a drag. And I know that 90% of the people on my big Instagram page are not interested in the journey. They like the pictures, and that is fine. Enjoy the pictures. I get it. I don't care about that. I just don't want you to assume, and I don't want you to try to get that from me. And most do not. So I am in a good place, and I'm learning the majorities here, that there's the one or two that are out there. However, when it directly affects me and I let someone in, and this is someone I've chatted with and have talked to and I thought very comfortable with, I then learn this, and being out here, I'm learning there's so many good people, but I'm learning that, oh my God, really? You lied to me. You were deceitful. I was being open and honest with you, and you were not being open and honest with me. And that sucks, because if I'm going to actually have a conversation with you and have a chat with you or message you, damn well better not, please don't lie to me and give me, crap. I don't want to hear it. I want to be a regular person, and if I'm messaging with you and have a conversation, then I'm telling you right there that I want to just have an everyday conversation. I don't want that, and I don't want to be lied to, and I don't want to be deceived. I really don't. I guess it's just going to happen, and I'm going to pick once in a while someone to, I open up to somebody and bam, you're going to get it, I guess. I do say I think majority have not, and I have to understand that the percentage also comes from the type of followers that I have accumulated from being on certain shout out pages. It's going to happen. So I'm learning all of these little statistics along the way. I didn't know what the hell I was getting into. I kind of laughed because I really had no clue. So, but I'm very interested. It's very interesting, and I'm going to continue on this part of my journey and finding out where people stand, and learning how to trust. I think that's what I'm learning most now. Now I'm in this stage of learning, when to cut it off, and I'm being much tougher about things anymore. I just don't have the patience for that. I feel like there's enough out there on me, and enough videos on both my Instagrams that say, hey, this is who I am. I post these pictures, but this is who I am. So there's ways to see me in all different lights, and sometimes people choose to only see the way they choose to see. So the poll was interesting. A third, oh my gosh. I was so disappointed. I was hoping it would be just one or two, but a third. And we'll keep going on the poll, so it'll be interesting. Anyway, that's more on the poll, and that's kind of why I'm doing it, just to feel things out, and learn on my own. It's another piece of the whole pie, right? Anyway, I'll talk to you soon.